And evening, whenever you're sitting down to watch this episode of the Caffeinated Dad Gaming live stream tonight, I want all of that smoke. Tonight is a fight night. I feel like I just got to do some PvP. I got to do some more World v World. We got to do all that. I don't know why. I can't explain it to you, but I feel like that's what I have to do. So that's what we're going to do for our stream tonight. I think that's a good way. We actually, oh, there's a whole bunch of music coming through. I don't know where that is. Oh, there it is. So just so you guys know, today it also marked the beginning of my hardcore challenge. I'm doing a hardcore armorless challenge with a warrior, leveling a warrior from basically 1 all the way to level 80 without dying once and not equipping any armor. And essentially, I mean, you could also call it a nudist run. I don't know if that would, I don't know if that's like PC anymore. I don't know what's acceptable. But I will say that I've had fun making these and putting the videos together, and I want to keep doing it because I really think that that's a fun series. I think it's something interesting. So that's something I'm going to be working on. You guys are going to be seeing a couple more of those. I'm not completely getting rid of like my guides and my builds and you know, kind of like my opinion pieces, nothing like that, but I'm just sprinkling those in because I actually enjoy them. I enjoy the challenge, and if it goes well enough, I might even migrate it to my live stream. So we will see. Alrighty, let us see who is we'll say, oh wait, hold on, there we go. Let us see who is already here. Looks like we already got a couple here. Drawing in Nature, welcome in. Sprigham, do. We will definitely be saying that in various points. We are all starting out good. Stoic, what is up, buddy? Why you came, Sam? I'm glad to see you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. The gooses fly. It is a goose evening. Should already be loaded in. I'm already loaded in here at the World v World area. I always like to start out with just the PvP match. I feel like that loosens everything up. I do actually want to show you what I've been working with as far as the Mirage. I've actually been playing a lot of Mirage recently, a lot of Mirage PvP, and having a good time. It is the Mirage. Funny enough, I'm still playing an older build. Like I'm not playing like a new Weapon Master build that's using like the shield, or I really think that the shield is it's like only true option, we'll say. But more so than that is the way that the Mirage plays and the build that I went with, I should say, way back when I first started doing my whole like PvP era, and especially playing the Mirage, which was the axe. It was axe pistol, sword torch, and that build, honestly, I love. I still love it. I still think it's one of the best and for my playstyle, and it's been effective. Now, granted, I'm not all the way. We won't say like I'm not all the way up to like I think I'm like high gold or mid to high gold. Actually, been playing a lot recently. Yeah, well, I deteriorated. Yeah, so I'm like around 1400. So just at the very kind of like bottom end of that. But like my matches haven't been, you know, okay, maybe this isn't the best way to look at it. Like it was like victory, defeat. Some of these were close. Like that was a close one. I'm a little salty I died there. I was the one who died on that very last one, and it stinks. But aside from that, how is everyone else doing this evening? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing very well, and I'm also posting everywhere just so people can see that I am live and yelling at all of you guys. Let's just see it. I am well. I am. It's been an interesting Monday. And I will say that one of my favorite things, especially about kind of like, we'll say setting up for Mondays, is like where I'm going to go and like what type of, we'll say like build patterns and you know, like content I'm going to do. Because honestly, I bounced back and forth and I really thought about the hardcore challenge. And what I wanted to do, and it's actually partially inspired by like Regal Power. He's another streamer here for Gw2. And I think Hardsuck is doing something. They're doing something with it too. I've seen that in bits and pieces. But the way that like I want to do it is because, yeah, leveling on hardcore is not bad, especially because like Corteria is kind of easy. Unless you're like blatantly careless, it's not bad. What I want to do is try the hardcore challenge, but try it with like we'll say every class, we'll say a profession that we have, but do something that is essentially like gimping your class. So like the warrior, okay, here's an easy one. Let's remove its armor so that it's still like it's legitimately a challenge. For the elementalist, I was thinking about doing one where I can only stay in one attunement. I can only do fire attunement. I can't use any of the other ones. More likely than not, I'd probably use earth if anything, or I might just use water just because I need the healing. Arad, hey buddy, I appreciate that. Thank you. This is my like legitimately, I think this is my first super on a live stream. If you guys got some gooses, go ahead and send them up. Thank you, Arad. I hope you are doing well this evening. We're doing good. Let's just say you want to play Rust in Guild Wars 2. You know, I've never played Rust. I know there's a bunch of games I haven't played, but I haven't played Rust. Hey Sven, no buddy, no, I saw you. I saw your message earlier. I appreciate anything that you do for my stream, anything that you do here for the CDG channel, the CDG. All right, let's see. Wow, Arad. All right. Wow, I was trying to pin the message to the channel, but it was like the first option was like, yep, put this user in timeout. I'm not doing that. Thank you very much, Arad. I appreciate that, buddy. So yeah. Oh geez, someone recognizes me in game. Only conjure weapons. It's a fight night. Tonight is a fight night, and we have to do the PvP things. Yeah, if you guys got the gooses, just let them go. Let them fly. Okay, we don't all need to go that way. We need to go over here. All right, so we got a soul beast. Who are we against? Deadeye, or there we go. There it was. Super duper late. Wait for it. I saw him. Yeah, he's still invisible. Oh, almost at it. I can actually probably still get the kill. Oh, wait, no, they got to join in. There we go. Whoop. Wait for it. Got him. That's unfortunate. All right, so we got home, we got mid. That's fine. I've been seeing a bunch of Deadeyes recently. Man, they're a pain in the neck. But I do appreciate that, Arad. I'm going to go ahead and send out those gooses. I appreciate you donating to the dying of this channel. I don't want to say the dying of this channel, but the dying of me right now. All right, so let's go help home. It looks like he's dealing with a core thief or a core ranger. I want to say he has that core ranger, but just to be sure. There you go. All right, you stay here. All right, we got beat down mid, so I'm going to take the long way around. So we're holding... Looks like our other... Do we have two thieves? We have two thieves, soul beast, and a bladesworn. We don't have any... Oh, I thought we were... I was hoping we would have a support of some sort. All right, that's fine. Let him... Oh! Boop. And we out. Smooth as silk. No problem. Just needed to dodge everything. Okay, alright. Caff, big fan. I would love to hear your opinion on my latest Guild Wars 2 video. No pressure. Yeah, I'll have to take a look. I'm guessing YouTube channel name is just Arad. Yeah, I have no problem. No problem taking a look. No problem. Are you looking for like for feedback? Or an opinion? Like what are you interested in? Boop. You gonna come? Nope, there's too many. Don't want that smoke. Ah, I didn't play that right. Get the finish. No problem. See, we're okay. I could have dodged away. I didn't play that right, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. All right, let's go. We got to go get him. That's your channel. Yeah, absolutely. Caffeinated Reacts. Actually, I want to do something fun. So I asked that in the on Twitter as well as my YouTube channel. Like, what is your unhinged opinion? We'll say of Guild Wars 2. Like, man, I hate these guys. I don't think he can catch me. And just wait for those cooldowns to go back through.
The blue team rises in my estimation.
Ah, not enough. I'll give him that. Ugh. There we go. Stun, even more stun dead. It's rough out there, honestly. Like, I didn't even know he was Dragon Hunter. Willbender things. What's it? My what I've found out real quickly, especially playing recently in PvP, is just how much damage is going around. Like, I actually don't blame new players for like being like, what is this crap? Like, oh, got you. You fell for my trap. Got you. Okay, all right, not bad. And then we got triple cap somehow, and he's still alive. Oh, it's a willbender. That's why. They have a willbender and a dragon hunter. Okay, that makes more sense. Res me, res me, res me, res me. I just get out of there, because I think he's just a root anyway. Oh, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I get the... What? Okay. Okay. I don't know how I'm alive right now. Woo! Woo! That is a dance of death. Alrighty. Hey, we lived. There we go. I really don't blame new players for having issues getting back into or getting into PvP right now, because it's like, I don't blame them. Sweet mercy. Can I get like, thank you. It's like everything is so damn fast. Like right now, it's actually a little bit absurd. Like a player will take you like from 100 to 0 in like 5 seconds. Like watch, if this willbender jumps on me, watch how fast this damage comes out. Like it's actually a little bit absurd. And like, I can't get mad at like a new player coming in and messing up and all that, but like I feel like there's such a little, we'll say, let's see if I can bait about his stuff. Boop. I'm just gonna sit right here, because I know you want to come get me, but that's okay. That's okay. And we lost home again. It's so hard for new players to get into this game and actually be like I don't even want to say decent. Like it's just hard to just be a new player at all. Got you. Watch that burst. And it looks like we're gonna lose this one, but that's okay. We want all the smoke here. How am I doing? 8-2. I'll take that. That's good. That's good KDA. Although, like, that willbender is just, like, going around as just, like, a mobile wrecking team. Watch. Oh, I didn't respect the Dragon Hunter burst. Oh, well, I still technically got the kill. And I got the res. And I'm back down again. It's okay. This is a downstate stream. Oh no, I don't have my caffeine, or I don't have my downstate shirt on. Oh no. Let me just get the kill here. Hello? Oh, that was a big hit. No. And I was the last kill. Oh, I hate being the last kill. Oh, that's unfortunate. And I hit level 70. Phoenix rank. There we go. Caffeinated reacts. And I appreciate your opinion. Absolutely. News. It sure would be nice if YouTube told me when your stream starts. My stream never starts. It never starts on time. I also believe that like it never fully gets into its like mode until like an hour and 45 minutes into it. It's funny because like people are like, oh well, like YouTube is just so weird. I get asked a lot, like, why don't you stream to why don't you stream? There's a hardcore character, by the way, a hardcore berserker, no clothes. Like I get asked, like, why don't you stream to Twitch? And I realize you guys didn't see that. The honest answer is just that Twitch is like, it's so hard to get there for Twitch for you to actually like, not only to see me, the visibility is a little weird, but then it's like you're splitting your platform, like you're splitting your platform so that if people want to watch you, they have to, they can do this, or they can go over in like they have to watch your Twitch channel live streams as well as watching your YouTube videos. And I don't know. To me, I like having YouTube all kind of like in one. Oh, let's do Dragon Brand. Yeah, we'll queue up for it. We'll talk about it. But man, it's so to me that doesn't make sense. And then also the split. So, Arad, I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. So, a perfect example. So, Arad gifted me the 6. I don't believe those are dollars. I'm not. He gifted me something. Okay, Arad gifted me something, which is great, and I'm always very appreciative of it. YouTube takes a 70-30 split. So I keep 70, they keep 30. For Twitch, for me to be on Twitch and for me to be a partner on Twitch, which has its own requirements, that's when I get 70-30. And I heard that it's even worse now. So like 6 coins to spend on a rock here. It's interesting. I like the idea of Twitch, and I know that there is a larger fan base there, we'll say, versus here on YouTube, because I have to essentially build my fan base moving forward as far as like my YouTube live streams and everything. And it's a lot more, we'll say, work, and it's a lot more work on you guys. right? Because if you guys are watching something here on Twitch and I post a really cool video of my like hardcore live stream, then you have to go over to YouTube to watch the video and then come back to Twitch to watch the live stream. So I don't know. Twitch, in my opinion, has more, we'll say, or YouTube has more for it going versus Twitch, in my opinion. It doesn't take a whole lot for YouTube to be able to do what Twitch does and to do it better, in my opinion. Gaff stream Minecraft. Oh, wait, did I freeze? Can you guys still hear me? Guess you good. Boop. Oh, that's capture that. Oh, wait, hold on. We'll figure this out. You guys. Am I there? You guys were watching. Yeah, you guys hear me, but like that. I love it when it freezes too, is because it's never in a good like. Yes, that's a good picture for Caffeinated Dad. There we go. Hello. Good Lord. It's always funny because it never looks okay, all you see is the beans. All right. Because it never looks good. Like whenever it freezes, it's always like I'm like like my nose is being picked or something. Oh, it's terrible. Alrighty. Now I have to go and readjust all my settings. So you go, oh, Caffeinated Dad, dark mode, look ready. Can't see anything. Turn up the gain. There we go. The reason I do this is because the auto setting for the brightness makes it look really, really weird. There we go. Caff Dad Craft. We hear OCs being a Rob with it. Now, Rob, what currency is that? I'm unfamiliar with that that currency symbol. Could you educate me a little? I'd appreciate that. I'm grateful for everything that you're doing, but I'm unsure. Mark Hoy said, I'm a new player. I've been playing 40 hours, reached level 80. Should I buy the expansion or still explore the game? Nice game, to be honest. I would say essentially it just takes the story to a new, we'll say a new level, a different, we'll say area. Is the easiest way to put it, because the story evolves. You get, especially with the expansion, save for Secrets of the Obscure, you get new elite specializations, you get new zones, you get a lot of new features, which take the, we'll say the experience to a new level, which is great, which is a lot of fun. I would say that if you have gotten to this point, if you've gotten to this point where you hit max level, you've already gotten through quite a bit, I would say your best bet is actually to go ahead and purchase one of the expansions. If you are anything for the story and you care anything about it and you want to see where it goes after this, then Heart of Thorns is, of course, where I would make the recommendation. If you want like the best ease of use, and I say ease of use meaning in the sense of like things that can help you out in, we'll say like Quarteria, as well as the new expansion Path of Fire is without a doubt the best because you get mounts. Yeah, it's kind of like a loaded thing, but I do know that ArenaNet does sales from time to time, and I'm pretty sure they do one around Christmas. Guys, you guys can correct me. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong. Historically, I remember there being more around Christmas time where they have like those sales. Israeli shekel. Oh, okay, all right. We'll see. There you go. I learned something new today. Well, I'm very appreciative of that, Arad. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at your channel. Are you a part of my Discord? I saw you join not too long ago. I want to say you are. I want to say I've seen you there before. One thing that I've noticed, especially playing recently, because what I've been really wanting to do is to do more like World v World stuff, and essentially put those types of things out as far as content is concerned. One of the things that I absolutely love about World v World is the sense that you can do as much or as little as you want as a group, or you can just be an absolute menace on your own, which is something that I really, really think is cool. Just because it's like, when you're out here and you're just kind of like roaming 1v1 and you have like your whole, we'll say your personal experience out there, it's interesting. It's like anytime you catch someone in an engagement, I'm still 6 in queue. Anytime you catch someone in an engagement, it's a blast. You have a great time. Fight for the... Oh, okay, yeah, this is the arena. March has tons of expectations. I had to change my mind on recommending Path of Fire. I think Soto is the best starting point due to the gliding, sky scale, weapon mastery. Yeah, and you know what? You might actually have something there. And the only reason I would say that is just because the streamlined sky scale essentially oversteps all the other mounts. That's actually a good point, new. Because getting the sky scale essentially, I don't want to say it trivializes everything, but it kind of does. It's like once you get the sky scale, you can essentially like cover all your bases, do everything, and you could do it mostly better than what those mounts can do. Like you're definitely not as fast as a roller beetle, but you don't necessarily have to worry about like your skimmer. As long as you time your jumps appropriately and everything like that, you're basically good. Like you don't have to worry about anything like that in once you have the sky skill. And then for the weapon master, you get all the, we'll say, utility of the other mounts, basically, or excuse me, the other weapons, without really having to do much. So that's a good point, no. I'll give you that. I've been trying World v World with an open mind and having lots of fun, having a bit of fun. It's interesting is because whenever I've played World v World, it's like I always felt like, you know, I almost like, I don't want to say I've shirked the combat, like trying to avoid it purposely, but I don't know, like it's a lot more fun now that I kind of like I charge headlong into it. I think is the easiest way to put it. I need a rune of strength. Actually, you know what? No, I think I want to go rune of toughness. I'm going to do that. By the way, I did just recently expend all of my money to get a legendary chess piece. That was through PvP, which I will say, doing the PvP, I've been what I want to do is because as a content creator, I will say is that the search terms and the excitement on YouTube is a lot less right now for Gw2, 2, and I think that it has its ebbs and flows. But it's a lot less right now because obviously Secrets of the Obscure has died down, and now what's the other one? What's the new one that just came out? New World. New World has apparently been doing Superior Rune of the Earth. There you go. New World has been doing a lot and has been doing it very well. A lot of people seem to very, very much enjoy New World, and they're having a lot of fun with it. Honestly, like I took a look at it and I was like, you know, trying to figure out how I can actually play New World, which I think has been fun. Yeah, Stoic put it out there. The problem is that it takes you 10 years to actually be able to get in there and play New World. Like, it takes so long for you to get in there and actually play it. I can't even log into my my original character. I have a character got to like level 20 or something. I can't even play him. I can't because he is so like he's like so far into the queue, and then like I'm on like a very high pop server. Apparently, I didn't realize it, but apparently I am. And like it takes me forever. I can't ever actually get into it because it's like, oh my goodness, by the time I get the queue pop, it took me, I think the last night I had a queue of like, there was like 70 people ahead of me, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to edit the video, I'm going to do something like that. And it took me, I think it took me an hour and a half to get through those 50 people. And then when the queue finally popped and I was able to join in, like it kicked me out immediately, like something happened. It was hilarious. Like, and I was like, all right, I was curious because I was like, you know, like, let me see what the excitement is. Let me see, you know, because of updated graphics, you know, it could be fun. No. It just takes the queue system and then the lagginess. I can see why it kills excitement, honestly. Calvin Dukes, by the way, thank you for grabbing a cup. And by the way, we are still sitting in the queue for World v World. We're trying to get to the Alpine Borderlands, but it's taken forever. I'd recommend Soto. I'd recommend Soto, and then if you like it, you can get more into the game and then do some research on elite specs and pick the expansion that gets you. Yeah. And I'm going to try to say this right. Geronimi. Geronimi, I want to say that's it correctly. That's an excellent point. Like, you want to be able to get in and play a game, and essentially you want to be able to play the expansion that you think is going to be the most exciting. Because there's a lot of times where, like, if you're playing any type of we'll say like storied content, especially like content that's been out for a while, it does take a while to figure out what you like in game, and especially playing Guild Wars 2, there's so much that you can do. It pays benefit to you for you to just take your time. Just take your time, figure out what you want. It's interesting. I've been sitting at 2,000 plus queues in New World. You're needing the 135 ranked matches needed for the rank this season. It ends October. No, I'm like nowhere near that. I think, how many have I played? I only played 50, and I've lost more than I've won. It's been a tough season, man. Like, PvP moves so fast, and like, I enjoy it because I still pick it up, but it's like, it's still nothing like getting absolutely blasted by like a willbender going at Mach 3, and it's crazy. New World is still trash. I've been enjoying. I love it's just straight. Nope, New World is still trash. Actually, here, look. Let me go ahead and put that up a question. We'll start a poll. New World, any good? I have a feeling it's just going to viciously go straight to no. Close that. They drastically, or I'm really trying to get into World v World, as I always am PvPer in most games, but it's tough to start. Catalyst, I'm working with some people who know what they're talking about as far as World v World is concerned. I have a couple of videos lined up to get a better, we'll say, a better opinion and a better take on it, to kind of help ease into it, because there's a lot that goes into this game. I think one of the things I want to talk about first is one of the first things I want to talk about the game is that or especially World v World, is the fact that it's like, you know, these are some of the things that you're going to learn very, very quickly, and it's kind of like helping you avoid those mistakes early on. There, I already had that. You misclicked. You said you liked it. No. Oh yeah, okay. So pretty close. I can't vote because I haven't played it yet. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. I can respect that. Endgame is still the same. They drastically reduced the gear grind. Personally, what I liked about New World was just the exploration. Like, I wasn't really into, like, I've watched some of the PvP and it seems fun. It seems a little like touchy, I think is the easiest way to put it. Like, it's not necessarily like straightforward. Hey, thank you for grabbing a cup free. Thank you for grabbing a cup free up. There you go. I just like the exploration of it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm like always so focused on Guild Wars 2 endgame, and I've explored most of the maps in the game, that it's like, I like that new kind of adventure and just going around and doing my own thing. That's what I liked about it when I first started playing it. But I think I also started playing it when I only had like, I don't know, like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. So when I did post a video about that, like, it got like, I think like 50 views, and I was like, all right, maybe not the best. Maybe not the best step. Let's focus just on Guild Wars 2. It's been rough. I've had to binge match like 40 matches earlier this week. And it's funny too, is because even when I was, oh, did that switch? Yes, I did. Even when I'm still first one in queue, someone has to leave. Even when I went ahead and like binged, like I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, I played like 9 matches over the course of like 2 days, and that's also editing videos and doing live stream and stuff like that. But I binged like all of those, and I was trying to get as many as I could, and it's still like, thank you, good Lord. It was like, when I got into those matches, and it's still PvP the way that it's always been, honestly. Shit is a lot faster now, but it's like some matches you absolutely devastate, other matches you just get your butt kicked, and just straight up, that's all it is. And that's what's interesting about it, and that's what I try to like kind of always keep in mind, especially when I'm playing PvP, is like, you know, some matches you're gonna absolutely devastate, and other matches you're gonna get rocked. So, you know, you just gotta kind of deal with it, honestly. All right, so it looks like there's a big old battle going on over there, so let's go ahead and get to it. I need to do a lot more World v World. I'm only level 18, level rank 18. And like I was looking at like my war claw, it's like I need 15 of these to for my war claw to run faster. Oof, we got a long way to go. I have a lot of aimbot though. Yeah, I can imagine that. And I guess my thing is like I'm not quite sure how Amazon can put a ton of money into the game. Let me just say this. Amazon can put a ton of money into the game and it still won't be what players want. You know, like that's like they're trying to make this Lord of the Rings. They're trying to make a new Lord of the Rings MMO, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the old players are just going to transition." And it's like, "Are you sure though?" All right. Dive in. Oh, we're getting sandwich. Do not want to be here. Do not want to be on that sandwich. I am not delicious on a sandwich. Red's moving in. Blue's moving out. We are getting, yeah. I think we should move down this way, honestly. Are you fighting someone? No, you're just fighting the Dolyak. All right, so we keep our distance. We don't really want to get too close. They got, yeah, their whole crew's over there. This is a delectable sandwich. A delectable sandwich. I should probably switch to staff. Perhaps. Oh, they're all on Discord too. Well, you could tell. I mean, look how they're moving. Help them cap. Hope they all don't go up there. That's going to be terrible. Do you have any tips for those who don't farm gold or loots to sell? Gold is hard in this game. Marcoy, my recommendation for that would be to... I'm better off in an assassin stance. My recommendation is to do the open world bosses. So if you go to Gw2 event timer, yeah, there's like 10 of them. That's going to be an instant death. Stay back, stay back, stay back. Don't get sandwiched. These guys we can pick on now. Oh, yeah, that's how you know you're playing World v World. Nope. Don't want any of that smoke. Get out. Are we holding the bridge? Oh, we are holding the bridge. Very nice. Bunch of staffs. Okay, red and blue. All right, this is a good opportunity. Here we go. Do the world bosses as they come out. You do the meta event chain. So you'll see on, if you go to... Okay, you got that kill? Nice. If you go to Gw2 event timer, you'll be able to see... Boop, in and out. You'll be able to see where the world bosses are happening, and usually you'll find a group for it. Can I channel this? Channel this. Nope, don't like that. Dodge roll out. I'm just trying to dip in and out. All right, stay with them. We can stay with them. Get any stragglers? Oh, get this dude. Get this dude. Don't like this. Mobilized forever. And we out. See, no problem. Who was worried? I wasn't worried. Did they split? Yeah. Okay. The trick is you want to wait until they engage. Yeah, see? Yeah, but yeah, if you do the world boss meta timer, you can usually make a bunch of gold fairly easy, honestly. Like, I think Tequaddle, the Sunless, which is in Sparkfly Fen, gives 1 gold with a chance of ascended weapons and, you know, like, everything. Like, it offers quite a bit, honestly. That would be kind of like my recommendation to start. What? Okay, it's just a scale. We own this, don't we? Is this ours? Yeah, we're green. And I might want to change my rune or my relic, because I think I'm not running fractal. What am I running? Yeah, I need fractal. Although my protection procs are great, and I like my protection procs here because I am running Superior Rune of the Earth, which isn't going to help me in small 1v1s, by the way. The best method, I should say, moving forward for me, especially, is just dropping as many conditions as I can, because I'm more condition oriented with this build, and going from there. Okay, what's happening elsewhere? Because I'm sure there's, like, if we're just gonna dance around them, you know, like, come with us. We go fight blue. All right, they're moving. Oh, is it a pincer move? I think it is. Whoop. Stay up. Oh, I'm gonna stay on you. Stay with that. Boop. Intense fight is intense. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, this fight's taking forever. Almost. Wait for it. Ah, not enough. Oh, there we go. It's okay. It's okay. I held up. I held up as long as I could. Vindicator was pretty durable. Was a lot more durable than I was expecting, but that's okay. All right, let's head on back. It seems like most of you have agreed that nobody likes, you guys don't like the New World. Okay, noted. You can make, can't make a game that players want. In the end, it all comes down to impressions. And that's true. And from what I've heard, like, Lord of the Rings, like the base Lord of the Rings from however many years ago is still well loved. People love it, which is cool, is because, like, that shows you that the game is able to, you know, kind of like stay on its own. That's fantastic. Actually, I didn't even check my build. Is my build still good? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I can probably go. Yeah, let's do Strength of Stone here. Smothering auras, I like. We'll do persisting flames. Yeah, that'll work. Am I still moving? Okay, good. Are we just picking people off? Is that what this is? 'Cause that's a lot of people over there. Best form you can do probably now is dailies, weeklies, get those rewards. Yeah. I still think that the world bosses might be your best bet, honestly. Just because of like how many people are actually doing them. Oh, come on. He was a chicken. Nah, that's just rude. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. See, there is on. You do have to have some honor. Just let him go. All right. Well, let's go see if we can't piss off some more people. That's my whole goal for tonight. Is let's make people angry. I use an overlay for the world bosses. I mean, there's a bunch of things that you can do to like make the whole trip easier. First, I would say is unlocking all of the waypoint locations. I think that's obviously going to be your best bet. Because once you actually get all of them, I mean, you could just hop into them really quick. Actually, on my next episode of the hardcore challenge, I actually have my warrior. My warrior took on a world boss, and it might just be a second episode. 90 gold for the first week, 60 mystic coins on. Yeah. That is true, and especially if you're not going to use them, like if you aren't working towards like legendaries or anything like that, you know, like you can do quite a bit and get a lot of really good currency, honestly, just across the board. And I would always recommend that. I would always recommend like do what you can, as far as like the dailies and weeklies, because like I'm like already what's it 58% for the World v World. I always love it too, because people always complain. No matter like what game mode you play in Guild Wars 2, someone's always complaining that it's a dead game. Like I just had someone in World v World or in the chat just like, you know, oh, game is dead, call it dead, and it's like, you know, can you just like stop? Why is everyone so unhappy? I don't know if I have enough mobility. Look at that dude, man, he's just gunning it. I was gonna say, I don't have enough mobility to outrun them. All right, yeah, everyone always says like, oh, it's a dead game. Hey, you know what? Like, shut up. That's how I feel most of the time when people are like, who say stuff like that, especially when my favorite, I'll tell you guys what my favorite is. My favorite is when I'm playing, or when I like post a video to YouTube that has nothing to do what they're talking about, but they take that opportunity to talk about how bad Guild Wars 2 is. Like they came to the video, they came to my YouTube video to talk trash about something that the video had nothing to do with. Is there enemies here? Is that? No, there's 2 allies. That's fine. There we go. Dead game. Lewis, what's going on, buddy? Gotta go get over here to get my mine. Virtuoso, but who? Virtuoso and a willbender. Hooray, deep. Guess not. Okay. Just a WoW copy. It's not dead at all. And that's the thing, though. Is like, I mean, here, look. Like, trying to queue for other things. Like, there's a 4-person Eternal Battlegrounds has 39. Like, I mean, yeah, dead game. Dead game. Absolutely. Has more people than New World, which is funny. Is because I love it when people like always try to do, because you can't necessarily measure like if you look at like the stats on Steam for Guild Wars 2, it's always going to be terribly skewed. Like it's not going to look like anywhere close to the you know what it actually is, because most people just use the native launcher. Like they don't. Did we get wiped over here? I think we did. I think we got our clocks cleaned. There was a bunch of people. Maybe we did. But it's just always interesting to see the amount of like people who are like who judge it based off of that. They're like, well, nobody's playing Guild Wars. There's only 2,000 people playing. Yeah, it's like 2,000 people playing like on Steam. Yeah, on Steam. That's the difference. Like if you're playing on the native launcher, I'd be willing to bet on a daily average, at least in the NA. I don't know how it is on EU, but I'm willing to bet that there's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 30 to 50,000 players logging in every single day. And again, that's just... Oh. How dare you? Okay. Apparently you do. Ooh. That was a close one. That was very close. Woo! All right, defended the realm. There we go. Ugh. And I was gonna say, and I feel like that's conservative. That's like I'm just guessing on NA. I'm not even guessing on like EU or like any other servers. Like I'm just taking an educated guess. And my thought behind that is that like when people go ahead and look at that and they take a, you know, like just the opinion based off of Steam, I honestly feel like that it kind of hurts it, you know? Like people will look at it and be like, whoa, geez, oh, the game isn't doing, you know, very well. Oh man. And it's like, well, it is. You just can't measure it. You're measuring it with the wrong tools, in my opinion. So I guess that's always something that I try to stress. It's like you have to compare apples to apples here. Like, let's walk you in. What the hell were my weeklies anyway? Do I have any World v World weeklies? I don't. We're just gonna walk you in. Started last epoch recently. Miles better than D4 for half the price, and the game is still in beta. I actually purchased last epoch. Before I did Guild Wars 2, I actually made a video talking about it. And this was 2.5 years ago, and the game is actually a lot of fun. And I'm interested to see where it goes. And I mean, it's the same thing as like Path of Exile. Like, I like seeing games that are simplistic in a sense, like, but they're not like overly hyped. Like you never see any commercials for Path of Exile. Everyone knows that it's a good game. It's that simple. A lot of them are probably teenagers who are just trying to be edgy. Well, that's true. That is very true. We estimate the daily player count of Guild Wars 2 to be in the neighborhood of 356,000 with a total player base of 18 million. Yeah, okay, all right. So that's not terrible. I like that. And see, and I think that just goes to further emphasize like what we already kind of know. I mean, like if you play Guild Wars 2 for any amount of time, you see people everywhere. Like there's never not been a time that I've just been playing Guild Wars 2 and just been like, oh, you know, oh, I guess nobody's on. Like there's always someone on. There's always someone on. Now, what are they doing? That varies. They could be doing a lot of different things. Did we get wiped again? I think we got wiped. Yeah, I think it is. I just want to see Asmongold try for once. He has a lot of videos talking about it. Other modes, and that's literally how Guild Wars 2 did that, and I think he's played it a bit, but Asmon is also, we'll say, basically on that that whole, oh dear, I don't even know what's following me. What are you? Oh great, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that crap. Ugh. I feel like Asmongold has only commented on it a little bit. And he's said especially because there was like a video that came out where people were giving him crap. Guild Wars 2 players were picking on and they called him Asmon Bald, which I thought was friggin' hilarious. I think it's interesting because even though like he doesn't necessarily cover Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 2 players still watch him. Like I personally still watch him. I do it for two reasons. One, I actually think he's entertaining, honestly. Just to see his reactions. He's basically become a reaction streamer, which is cool. I mean, a man certainly earned it. But I think the other part of it is like, I like to watch what he's doing because I know a lot of you guys and a lot of other MMO players, you know, play the games and do the things that he suggests. So like, you know, like his whole thing on Starfield and you know, how he covered that. Stupid binding roots. Takes forever. Am I going to play TL? TL, well, I'm going to say, just because I don't know the name offhand, I'm going to probably say Nya. TL, which one is that? Aha, I do that. We got sustained for days. Ah, well played. I'll give him that. Show respect where respect is due. Gotta tweet that build, though. Oh, Throne and Liberty. I actually had the idea of actually giving Throne and Liberty a shot. A while ago, I was approached by someone to make a couple of videos about historic, not Throne and Liberty, well, not about the game quite yet, but like historic NCSoft games and make content on that. And I declined for two reasons. One, because I don't know necessarily if a lot of my viewer base, and I stress this, and I stress this to this day, I've turned down a sponsorship, I've turned down a couple of things because I don't think that it's right for you guys to have to watch my stuff and to do all that. Yeah, you guys have to watch my stuff. But for the fact of it not necessarily being conducive to what you guys are interested in. That's like if I were on this channel talking about Caffeinated Dad Gaming and we're talking about Gw2 2, and I start highlighting a mobile game that nobody's ever seen. Nope. There's a lot of baddies over there. And they're all ranged. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, we might have to go over there. But I always keep you guys like at kind of at the front of mind, honestly. Is like, I want you guys to know that when I create content, it is essentially going to be everything oriented around you guys. And I want you guys to understand that. Let him res. There we go. Maybe that is me, Captain.
Hello there.
Do. Streaming at the moment. It's really, I want to make sure that like any of the content that I'm doing is for you guys, and that when I create content and I'm talking about, you know, a sponsorship, I want it to at least somewhat align to you. I'm not going to throw a mobile game at you and just be like, hey, here you go. No, we'll say thanks. And that's always been kind of my opinion on anything like that. Lazy Peon made a video about Secrets of the Obscure, and reaction videos are popping up left and right. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of other creators in the Gw2 2 space did content on that already, and they made like a reaction video. And I've been asked to do it a couple of times. I guess my thing is like, oh, is there lots of action happening over here? And they're all allies. I guess my only thought on that is that one, it's a little bit overdrawn, and I think enough has been said about that, and enough people in the community have talked about how that content necessarily and how he approached it was a little a little unprofessional, I think is the easiest way to put it. That would be nice, lineage 1 and 2. I know that he was a little bit unprofessional, and I have seen the video. I guess my thought approaching it is that enough has been said about it that I don't want to oversaturate that thought again. It's just that you're kind of beating a dead horse at that point. Like, we get it. Like, his opinion was not necessarily one that reflected the game or the community or why this game is so unique and loved. It felt like the video was just kind of rush. And I think that's why a lot of people reacted as the way that he did, is that he just came in and was like, I don't like this because it isn't what I was expecting, and then just left. And it's like, I get it. So you guys are getting my reaction right now. I get why, like, he came in and he had those opinions, and as someone who's very short on time and like, enjoys this game thoroughly, as you guys have seen, like, I can understand that to a degree, but I feel like the shortened version of it is that he came in kind of like with maybe not the most positive disposition with it, and he reviewed the game just the way that he's always reviewed the game. And when it was different than what he was either expecting or what he wanted, he was just like, I don't even think he really even mentioned the sky scale, honestly. Which is like one of the key features, especially of Secrets of the Obscure. So, at that Druid again. Nope, untamed. And I didn't necessarily like it. I'll be honest with you. Everyone jumping. Get your free points. That's what we're after. Let's see if we can't find where our commander is. Do we have a commander on this map? Thought we did. Oh, commander's up there. There we go. Commander Gw2. I've actually ran under Gw2 before. Let me see. Any recommendations for a beginning scrapper? Get Berserker, put on a hammer and go smash. Yeah, that's true. That's basically what Scrapper is. Scrapper's actually in a very strong spot right now. Like, it deals a mess of damage, especially running the grenade kit as a backup. So you do the main kit, or the main weapon being in it of the hammer, and then you follow it up with the grenade kit, and you'll just watch. You'll melt people. Like, it's actually absurd how strong that is. Suggestion from me. And I will admit, I'll even be the first one to say that right now, Gw2 is kind of in a lull. And I think a lot of people understand that. A lot of people know that, while the excitement of Secrets of the Obscure has already kind of, like, I don't want to say died down, but a lot less people are playing the game. And they're off trying all these different things. I will say that one of the coolest things thus far, especially like right now, is that I feel like I'm a lot more relaxed when I'm creating content now. And I guess that's weird to say, but like, like whenever I play Gw2, and especially when like there's a lot of people searching for it and all that, like right now there's on last 30 days, there's been 800,000 searches for the term Gw2, and that's something I watch. That's something I look at, and because you can kind of judge, I don't want to say the health of the game, but you can get a lot of information from that. The comparison, by the way, if you look at like Elder Scrolls Online has, I don't know, like I think they're at like 300,000 or something like that searches. Final Fantasy is only at 5. World of Warcraft is barely over 1 million. Like, you can see that like we're kind of hitting the content lull. So, and I like that specifically because then I can put out, oh dear, it seems that you are about to have a bad time. Search. And I watch that type of stuff. So it's like, I understand, and especially with games coming out at the rate that they have and the big games that have come out the way that they have. So we had like Starfield earlier. We had Diablo 4, which was a big hike. Now New World. Like, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens very, very quickly. So it's like, you got to understand that the game is going to have ebbs and flows. I expect it to rise back up here recently. Or soon, just because we're about to get into the what do you call it, Shadow of the Mad King event. That's something that's cool. Came from WoW to Gw2 since August. I put in 200 hours in this game. So PvP is amazing. Like, and this is also why I want to get into World v Worlds, because I definitely want to talk about the things that I've learned very, very quickly, like the mistakes that I've made, just because like it took me a while to actually be, I won't even say I'm amazing, but at least decent. Go ahead. Go for the Spellbreaker. I know you want to. I'm just going to stand right here. If he jumps on him. Watching him. Yeah, I'm watching you. Just trying to pick people off at a distance. What are you? We don't have all day. No, we don't. This opinion has been brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, watch. Whoop. And we out. Always have an escape. Okay, finally, we're through the wall. Good lord, that took forever. Alright, now watch the push from behind us. They are revived. Get your butt up, get your butt up, get your butt up. Want to be out of there. Focus on this fortified gate. We're probably going to die here. I'll be honest with you. This is not looking good. Ah, well played. Look, I can just go over here. Res me, nerds. No, he got me. Blech, can't do anything. That was fast. And we got to start all the way back over here. The PvP in this game is funny too, is because as you're playing, you'll find that it's like things go so damn, and again, I've been talking about this. The theme about PvP is that it goes so damn fast. Actually, I might as well queue for one right here, because I'm trying to catch all the hands. That's what we're doing. Like, PvP moves so damn fast in this game, which is great, because it keeps it interesting. Did we capture? No, we didn't capture that. Oh, we call it Stargrove over there. That's fine. We can't capture anything over there. It's interesting is because it's like how fast PvP moves. It keeps the game interesting, but the learning curve is just it makes you not like the game. I'll be honest with you. PvP, especially early on, man, will just it'll make you want to like just pull hair out. Oh, man, they're moving all the way up that coast, aren't they? They are, and I think we're losing this one. Grammy Uguay. I don't know. Like I was over there and unfortunately they were just getting picked apart. Actually, let's go capture this again. How close are we with? We only have minor. Okay, we have one. There we go. Interview with Moopless with developers kind of made me feel good. The story about the story's future. Gw2 and agreed. It's good to have chill times. I can work on my backlog of games, and I think that's what I like about Gw2, and especially like how the game has progressed over its entire lifespan, is because they started out just doing something different that nobody has done before. Like absolutely, that is what makes the game great. You have a game that essentially takes the, we'll say, oh, there's two of them. Okay, bye. I'm going anyway. You take the game that essentially it doesn't punish you for wanting to just play something and be on your own. It doesn't make you like almost feel like you're missing out because you're not logging in every day and doing all this, that, and the other. Like there's a lot that this game does right. And I think that's what needs to be highlighted a lot, is that this game does a lot of things very, very well. And one of the best parts about it, we need that sweet condition damage is what we need. I don't know why I had to whisper for that. One of the best parts about it is that specifically, like as you were playing the game, like you could just take your time. Honestly, just take your time. That's the beauty of this game. And like, so I look at it in comparison to, say, like, you know, like World of Warcraft, where you're kind of like doing the seasonal gear challenges and stuff like that. Like it gets a lot. It does. Final Fantasy, I know I don't think it's as intense, but it's the same kind of thing. It just constantly keeps going. So I like being able to just take my time and play this game the way it needs to. And then if I want to, I can take a step back and play something else. 47 votes. 40%. That's actually better than I expected. Is New World any good? I've looked at New World. I consider that might be something that I play on like my off time and maybe make content of it. But every time I talk about it, everyone here in the channel, don't do that. We're just gonna do that. I think I'm still a condition build. Yeah, Relic of the Fractal, toughness. There we go. Hi, and with new weapons to come, how is the hype for that? Oh, I honestly, I think it's going to draw a lot more attention to the game just because of how unique it is. Like, you're supposed to get, what's it, a main hand pistol for an elementalist? Like, Guardian gets double pistol, right? What's it, not, Mesmer gets a frickin', Mesmer gets a frickin' rifle. Like, that's, Daredevil things. Stay with the group, maybe? Maybe get lucky? Nope, getting smashed. Too bad. I do think that there's going to be a lot more excitement around it, honestly, once the new weapons come out. Like, I do think that there's a lot of people who are going to be, like, coming back, not only coming back to the game, but who are just excited to keep playing. Like, for me, I'm excited for the Theorycrafting. I have a couple of build ideas that I want to try. Probably going to be best suited if I do this. Watch.
Hello there. Hello there.
I don't know if you juked me. I'm going to assume that you went a different direction. Yeah, I'm going to assume that you went a different direction. Yeah, there he is. Up there, up there, up there. Okay, you got him. Oh, you could have ran right into him. Okay, nope, you did run into him. Okay, we're back at it. Do. Big Fork Zero, thank you for grabbing a cup. All right, that's fine. Let's go. Okay. Are you going to help out your allies? I don't even know where this mesmer went, and that's okay. Get that stacks of bleeding. Here comes some burning. Oh, sizzle, 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 sizzle. Where'd you go? Watch your allies. Okay, they went home. All right, there we go. Wox. I probably butchered that name. Woxbert? Woxbert. Thank you for grabbing the clock. Let's try to read your name. I'm sorry. That virtuoso. So one of the tricks, especially with the power virtuoso, and especially if you have magnetic aura as a Tempest or an elementalist just in general, is to pop that magnetic aura as soon as you get into combat with them, and it's essentially you get 4 seconds of like 3 to 4 seconds of free damage, or 2 seconds, we'll say. Oh, I believe. Can't stop me. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's head back home. Yes, there we go. One of the things I have an issue with is the requirements of mastery for raids that came out like years ago. Like needing 25. Yeah, that's something that I've seen actually quite a bit. A lot of people not necessarily enjoying that you have to spend or get these things that were. Can we? Oh, look at that bleeding though. Woo, woo. That was just Earth Attunement. That was a good chunk. I like that. Nope. Crap, wrong way. We gotta go help our Willy boy. I gotta be careful saying that. Okay. Just had to go over there and just tag that in. Just give me the frickin' mastery for that fight. And I think that's what's funny too, is that a lot of the content, especially with like PvP, honestly, I feel like a lot of the content with PvP is or PvE is just they're so focused on we'll say just like strike missions that it's like I get it, like. Oh, did you dodge that? Oh, that if you dodged that, that was so well done. Oh, well done on his part. I'll give him that. I feel like the heavy emphasis on all the needs for raiding, I do agree. I think it just kind of like it makes it more like less enjoyable. I can spin too. Focus on that. Not bad. Look, and we get the interrupt here. Oh dear. I think I hear a child up. Oh no! Okay, he's fine. He's way up there. Alrighty, alright. It would actually be actually beneficial if you didn't die on me. That would be great. I think this is just a core mesmer, but man, he is...
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded. The bazaar is yours. The dock's been captured.
Dodge roll out. Dodge roll out. Not worth it. Too many people. I don't know if you're there. This spellbreaker takes a ton of damage, actually.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
Spin. Spin to win. Did we get him? Maybe.
The dock's been captured.
Oh, we did. We did. He's up there.
Blue team, ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
Oh, got the got the proc up the wall. Easy spin to win. Okay, not bad. Nice. There we go. That was a decent win. Nice and smooth. I'll take it. I don't know why my voice has to go up in inflection.
Taken the bazaar.
Let's see. Did we die? We died once. 12 kills. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see if it kicked us out of our World v World match. Oh no. All right, we'll have to see where it goes for this. Alrighty. So I gotta ask, what do you guys think? So New brought up a good question or a good point talking about the future story of Guild Wars 2 and where we're going after Secrets of the Obscure. Like, now I know it's been around for so long, and it's obviously it's a great game, and everyone loves playing Guild Wars 2, or most people will say love playing Guild Wars 2. Where do you see Guild Wars 2 going here in the near future? Like, what is your thoughts of how they will progress moving forward? I think that's something interesting. I always like hearing what other people have to say, because in my opinion, like right now where they are at, they're in a very good spot because of the amount of content that they actually put out in and around, but a lot of the content that's evergreen. I love the content that is evergreen. Because I really feel like that does a lot of just good lord. No wonder nobody else wanted to join here. We are just crushing it. Can I queue up for a different one? Okay, Gates Madness. There we go. But I'm curious to see what you guys think as far as like the story is concerned. Like where we're going, what we're doing. You know, like how things are progressing. I'm interested to see what you guys think. Let's head down there. We'll go to the garrison. We are the Wayfinder now, so I think the next story will have us explore other worlds connected through the mists. I actually think that's actually a very, very good point. A lot of the we'll say like the content and where we are going now is that we're shifting away from like this all-powerful commander to we're the guy. We're just, you know, the person who's helping along. You know, like I'm all for it. I like it because it's I've already talked about, especially in some of my talks about how I don't want to say the story's gotten kind of stale with the whole dragon thing, but it's like we've done dragons for so long, I guess is my opinion. Like we've had so many dragons that we dealt with and so many little things that it's just like, I get it. We done dragons. Let's do something off. So the new demons, I like it. I'm on board for that. That's something that I'm actually actively excited about. You think they will do Guild Wars 3 with Unreal Engine? Maybe. That actually would be a very, very good idea. It would be very hard for them to split, though, because I think you would run into the same problem of, like, if they don't compare or if they don't transfer over the stuff from Guild Wars, like, 2 to Guild Wars 3, I think they're going to have a massive issue. Because part of the problem is that if you announce, and I think Muckluck covered this actually very, very well. If you announce Guild Wars 2, or if you announce Guild Wars 3, and like people are playing Guild Wars 2, you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot. Tons and tons of people are gonna leave Guild Wars 2 just because it's like, well, why? Guild Wars 3 is about to come out. Like, why am I gonna keep playing this game? I'm gonna play something else until Guild Wars 3 comes out, and then I'll be good to go. Unless they did like some type of one-to-one transfer with like legendary weapons, or give you like specific, affects. I don't know. They would have to be very, very they'd have to be very meticulous about how they approach that, because if they do it incorrectly, it could be essentially the downfall of ArenaNet, honestly. Guild Wars 2 is a great game, and I think it has a lot of potential moving forward, but if done incorrectly, it could be very bad. Dragons was honestly already old before Guild Wars 2 came out. I legit was sad when that was the story. Luckily, it turned out okay. Guild Wars 3 with Unreal. It would be a horrible idea. They would lose their control over the server, patching, layering technique. Yeah. And that's also something that they're starting to see, or that we all kind of saw with Unity. You guys all saw the whole Unity issues. You allies? No, you were enemies. Unity, for those of you who don't know, Unity made it there's a surcharge. Anytime that someone downloads your game that you made with Unity, it'll end up costing you, I think it was like 20 cents or something like that. So every time that they download a game, your game, it costs them or it costs you 20 cents. It doesn't sound like a lot right then, but then it's like, then you think about it. Hold on. There we go. It doesn't sound like a lot at first, but then you think about it, and then it's like, well, that could easily be, I don't know, like, say you have 1 million downloads of your game. Like, that could easily be, like, a lot of money very quickly, and then it apparently doesn't even account for the way that the game is actually like presented later down the road. So like if they purchase the game and then they like remove it and then they re-download the game, it costs them 40 cents, even though they've only downloaded and re-downloaded it twice. So it's like the way that they have presented it, excuse me, is that it is not going to be a very friendly approach, and Unity has suffered for that. They have suffered greatly, and I think that's they needed to, honestly. They needed to suffer for them to realize, oh crap, we made a massive mistake. And now they're like rescinding a lot of their stuff, like, oh well, we didn't mean it, or stuff like that. But it goes further than that. If I understand the policies with Unreal, you have to pay every time you modify something major. Yeah, like it's just, it doesn't seem like it's in the best benefit, we'll say, for most players, most people. Okay, you're fine. So is we fighting or is we not? I don't know what we're doing. I don't think we're fighting. I think everyone's just we're just gonna let them go. Oh dear.
A new pattern revealed. Protect me.
I don't know why he's running. Nope. I'm like sandwiched in the absolute worst spot. All right, what are you? You're a dragon hunter. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna progress this way. Like, there was no getting around that without like running into a whole boatload of issues. There we go. Monthly patches. It just sounds like it's gonna be hell for most people. Which is unfortunate, and I understand why players or people are now like Unity's had to rescind everything basically to be like, oh, we didn't mean that, JK, you know, like everything is fine. And honestly, they should. You absolutely should. Like, the way that you guys were approaching that was, like, horrendous. Started Guild Wars 2 a couple weeks ago, and your videos have been great. Quick question, I may have missed in the answer in your videos. When I am unlocking elite specializations and do the hero points, so I get to pick which specialization to unlock on first? Yes. John, when you are going through your, when you're essentially getting the hero points required, you get to choose what specialization that you have. So say that you have all the expansions and you want to get, we'll say, for the Elementalist, here's a good example. For the Elementalist, you want to get the Catalyst, which is the End of Dragons expansion, but you're getting the hero points in a Path of Fire zone. You could essentially just go ahead and pick and choose what you want and call it a day. You don't have to necessarily like lock yourself to, okay, if I'm doing Path of Fire, I have to unlock the Weaver, or I have to do this, that, or the other. No, you could pick what you want and go from there. Absolutely. I think that they were planning smaller expansion while hiring for a new project. I'm putting my money on trying to keep the same characters and move them to Guild Wars 3 in a unique way. I would be okay with that. I would actually be okay with that. And thank you for grabbing a cup, John. I appreciate you. I would actually be very okay with that kind of like approach. And the only reason I say that is just because it not only it keeps like your progress here, but if they're building to a new, we'll say a new project, a new realm, whatever, like that adds that layer, I should say, of excitement. Like that adds that layer of like, you know, and especially if and again, they have to do it the right way. We got to claim that for Caffeinated Dad Gaming. And that's it. They have to do it the right way. Because if they don't, then essentially people are just going to leave. And that's the unfortunate truth of it. But I have high hopes. I do. I have very high hopes that they'll do it the right way, and things will work out, and you know, we'll be good to go. Can you attack? Thank you. We're progressing inward. There's only 4 of us and a mech. Oh, you guys are attacking over there. Okay, that's fine. These guild catapults, man, they are pumping. These guild catapults are doing some work. Do. You guys are watching Inventory Wars, the most important part of Guild Wars 2. Yeah, I'm hopeful. I am very hopeful that as they progress forward with the game, that they do consider you know, like eventually, because they can only hold off on this game for so long. And I mean that in the sense, like, not like Guild Wars 2 is going to go anywhere, or that you know, like you have to evolve, but you kind of do. And if you guys do like the smaller expansions, even though they might be only like the size of a Living World season, that's okay. Like, if it's drawing attention, sorry, try not to die here. if it's drawing attention and there's people who are willing to keep, you know, playing the game and progressing the game, I think that it's only going to benefit Guild Wars 2 and the community, like, as they progress forward. I honestly think that if that's the case and they are doing it for like some type of unnamed project, like, I'm down for it to be a Guild Wars 3, but, you know, let us transfer our characters over, you know, like, let's do something that's going to be beneficial for, you know, the player base and everything. Eventually, Guild Wars 3 will happen. I say around 10 more years, Guild Wars 2 will stay as is, similar to how Guild Wars 1 is up. Alternatively, graphic overhaul. Hey, secured the keep. Oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't realize that it could be done with just so little people. Who's commander here? Momster. Enjoy your videos. Glad I caught the stream. I've been having trouble getting answers, or is it just because the player base is smaller? Depends, Austin. What's your question? Maybe we can help you out while we're here. While we're here doing the things. Do. I really hope that this camera isn't super high def, because you would have just saw me spill water all the way down my face after drinking out of that cup. Alrighty, so let's see. There's some conflict going over there. I think that might be... We like conflict. We want them hands. That's what we're here for. We're here to catch them hands. Do. Do. There we go. Most players are usually playing and rarely read stuff, but if you need help, you can always stop by a main city and type, yeah, that's always a good one. I'm happy to answer anything right here if you have it. Like, if you have a specific question that you want answered. That's a whole lot of red. Do I have any allies with me? Okay, I got 2 more people coming behind me. I'm too poor to transfer. Like, look at the guild name. I was gonna say, I don't know if there's a whole lot that we can do. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pick someone off quickly. Yeah. I'll roll with you guys. Are we all elementalists? No. Everyone's got cool war claws, shiny war claws. I got the big horn, the big beefy boy. It's mostly to do with complex builds, gear, and all build sites. I'm a virtuoso conditioned mesmer, but it only has some guides of certain classes suggest celestial gear. Okay. So you want to focus on condition damage, and you're curious of what build or what type of gear would be best suited for you. Am I understanding that right? Do. I don't know who you guys are, but I'm rolling with you. Gotta go through there. I'm using for open world, and my raid gear setup is hard to survive with. So most open world builds will suggest something like okay, you guys just left me, didn't you? Okay, you guys went north. Most open world builds will just just suggest celestials, just because celestials for the most part, and even with the virtuoso, I mean, it's kind of overtuned, honestly, is the easiest way to put it. Like, you'll find that the way that celestial gear works, just with its all flat stats increase to everything, is it just makes everything more, we'll say, trivialized, because you get a lot of good just passive healing. You get a lot of good, or a lot of like high strike damage. You get some really good condition damage. You get Like you get a bit of everything, and then in the open world, it makes it a lot easier so that you don't have to rely on other people, which is a good thing in some regards, of course, because then you could be out there having a good time. For my setup, and especially if you're running a condition build, what type of skills are you looking at? Because honestly, like when I'm looking at a condition virtuoso build, like the build that I run, has a bunch of like defensive abilities, but I use mostly range. So I think I use dagger. I want to say I use dagger pistol. I use dagger pistol and then axe torch, just to kind of keep myself at a distance, able to damage, and then move through there. That's a big fight over there. And I just realized that there are nothing but enemies. I'm just gonna progress this way. Oh, hey, look, we have allies. Nice. I would say that if I were looking to open world builds, I would look at Celestials is always a good place to start, just because you have a lot of excessive defenses, and the all-around stats just make everything trivialized. Honestly, that's just the straight way that it is. It makes it less fun, in my opinion, because there's really no threat of death. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? What's your plan here? do. Like, I want to help, but I also don't want to get too involved. Oh. All right, let's see if we can't get into a good fight. We'll roll with you guys. Oh, there's a whole bunch of blue right there. Oh, we're getting sandwiched. Ah, that's unfortunate. Virtuoso, you really want to run on enough crit to proc your bleed. I recommend looking into Rampagers. I've seen Rampagers, I've seen Trailblazers do decently well just for the extra toughness. It makes dealing with conditions a little bit more difficult. But in my opinion, I think T4 is right. You do want to have a lot of crit. So like if you're even looking at that, I would say grieving might be a good choice, just because it balances power, and with a little bit of condition damage, you can go full condition damage and go like Viper's gear. But again, those don't necessarily do anything for helping your survivability. That being the only problem, is that everything that you have is just essentially making you glass cannony. Which kind of is how the Mesmer, I think, in my opinion, plays. It's not meant to be kind of like super duper tanky. Tried a few defensive skills, extra heal skill, and vulnerable skills are just expensive to try out. I would say, and someone actually commented there, which is fantastic, is that if you go into don't kill me, and you did. So actually, did they put the vendor in here? Maybe. The world v world vendor is the bee's knees. So like I'll show you the one here in arm. Well, actually no, there's in there one in Obsidian Sanctum. The World v World vendor, who recently just came out, just makes it so easy for you to just pick up brand new exotic gear for like super duper cheap. Where are you? Are you the skirt? I think you're just the merchant, right? Wait, no. Outfitter? Maybe? Did they add him here? I thought they did. No, You're the heroic dude. Skirmish. Are you just trapped in tricks? Oh, it's the golem. No golem here. So like, and I'll show you what it looks like with Armistice. Thank you, Vibrant. Virtuoso Virtuoso in that sense is a little bit more difficult in comparison to, say, like the other Mesmer specs. Ironically, Chronomancer being very difficult. The problem is that the Virtuoso removes the clones. Once you remove the clones, then essentially it's like it's up to you. You have to kite, you have to CC, you have to do all this. Your clones offer not only offensive but defensive capabilities. But Austin, just taking a look right here. So the unified vendors system, you can purchase these exotic level gear for like pennies on the gold, but then like just only a couple badges of honor. Like just tonight, I think I've gotten like, I don't know, like 100, and I've only been playing. I only played like maybe an hour. Like and you can get of any different tier, you can get all the different weapons, and essentially you're good to go. You got just a brand new piece of exotic gear, and you don't have to do anything aside from just fart around in World v World. And that's something that I always recommend, honestly. If you can, just definitely try that. World v World is not necessarily super easy to get in, but it is one of the most beneficial and fun game modes, I will say. Personally, I really enjoy it. Scrappers are so fun. Recommend for Scrapper. I'm really looking at trying that out. The Scrapper is if you go full like strike damage, it can absolutely rock. And I think I mentioned this earlier. You pair that with the grenade kit, and it hits so damn hard. And it's like one of the best in PvP right now, just because it deals so much damage. Absolutely. Xfurian, welcome in. Hi, hello. And I do apologize because I am actually wrapping up my stream. It is now 11 o'clock. And I'm super duper tired, and I think it's still here a kid up, so I am going to go assist the missus with that. But we called all the hands tonight. Nothing but fighting, lots of upfront angriness, all that jazz. It was a good time. Amrad, I want to say I'm gonna definitely check out your video, the one that you suggested. I'll go ahead and give you my opinion on that. If you are still watching, definitely join my Discord, so I can message you there and we can go from that. You guys are more than welcome to join my Discord. Mainly we just talk about random Gw2 stuff. Sometimes it's personal stuff. You know, there's just Discord stuff. What'd you guys see? But aside from that, John Reed, by the way, Mechanist can use the hammer if they have Secrets of the Obscure Weapon Master training. They can. But you also have to have Secrets of the Obscure as well as End of Dragons, just so you know. But with everything, I do appreciate you guys hanging out. I do thank you for your time. And yeah, stay caffeinated, folks.